Anna Mae Bullock, a name that only a few would recognize. She was born in the Tennessee countryside where she approached music thanks to church choirs, then she flew to Illinois to the discovery of nightclubs. She might look just like every other girl, yet she went on to become the one and only queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner. She was only 18 when she performed at a club in front of the band Kings of Rhythm, and it was immediately clear that she wasn't just good, she truly had talent. The first one to notice was Ike Turner, who was part of the band and has been tied to Tina both in her private life and career for a very long time. When she was finally able to leave the forced duo that was suffocating her, she had the chance to show who she really was. Turner was violently mistreated by her husband and band leader Ike Turner for many years during the duo's rise to fame, but at the end she managed to escape in 1976, when she ran away from a hotel room in Texas with nothing but 36 cents and a mobile credit card in her pockets. Then, in less than a decade, Tina Turner made one of the greatest public comebacks in the pop music history with that indelible voice that helped her 1984 album, Private Dancer, become multi-platinum. A strong woman with a more unique than rare voice who stands out for her energy, her wild, seductive and powerful body, a rough quality that matches well with her exuberant style, which comes alongside a very firm vocal technique that kept her voice unchanged through the years. It's curious how in a recent interview with CBS, she revealed that she didn't like her voice when she was young since it was too cavernous. Study and practice in Tina Turner always went with a great versatility that allowed her to go from a genre to another by changing the weight and quality of her voice, going from the aggressiveness of rock to the warm tones of blues, from the emotional intensity of blues to the liveliness of country. The compressed sound, or twang, is a dominant feature in Tina, who was also helped by the shortness of her neck that brings her chin closer to her chest, resulting in easily compressible and harsher sounds. It's interesting that accents are performed using twang, basically associating a sound with this quality every time there's an accent in the musical phrase. This resembles the wah-wah effect of guitars and a peak in energy. She also does this on vocal bending, portamento, by starting and ending with twang. The vibrato is natural and it's not marked nor forced. The general vocal attitude is always spoken, just like a constant expressive speech that makes her heterogeneous, moving, black and rich in communicative intensity. Tina Turner is capable of reaching very low alto notes with an impressive ease, showing an impeccable control that matched with her perfect diction make her voice sound clear yet deep, mature, almost androgynous, and with a subtle hoarse shadow that never penalizes her. Her alto range and her guy sound make us think of a pure alto, but her range isn't the deepest in this category, even though it's androgynous and manly. In her way of singing we can find the usage of wild screams and even perfectly executed growls. That's a kind of ability that isn't limited to the low zone of her range, but it goes up into the belting zone with head sounds and very high notes in the form of scream. Even though her voice remained perfect, Tina Turner decided to retire in her lake house in Switzerland in 2007, where she stayed until May 24, 2023, the day of her death.